Welcome back to Strength Cultures Podcast, number one in the heart, number one in the charts, episode 44. We have a huge announcement from the boy there's from the podcast studio to the community that we have. What's the word? Are we saying partnered?
We've partnered.
We've partnered with.
Collabed.
Collabed, yeah.
It's not a collab.
It's not a collab.
No, it's not.
One day.
One day.
We'll manifest the collab
Strength
with Elite
Culture
Supps.
pre-workout.
We are now partnered with Elite Supplements Australia. EliteSupps. They have been kind enough to. We've got our first little care package from them.
Can you, Didier, just pick that gold one up and give us the name of that one?
So we're looking at Faction Labs Disorder Golden Shower. That's the kicker. Lemon tang flavour.
Josh Takua works for them.
Thank you, Josh Takua.
He sent a sample before, and they have got the most obscene names for flavours I've ever seen.
There's some pretty crazy names.
I've ever seen. I've forgotten them, but if you ever get
Golden
a chance,
Shower is
Golden Shower. That's
everyone.
Enough. What about Emerald Labs pre-pumped honeydew melon?
This one's, I reckon, going to be the one.
Oh, I'm going to give that a crack tomorrow.
Oh, this on the sweetness meter is a 4 out of 5.
So
4
sweet.
honeydews out of 5.
This has got the best packaging, though.
No
what is it on the
caffeine?
stim meter?
On the stim meter. No, well, this is a non. This is a
non-stim.
This is a non-stim.
I'm going to try that tomorrow morning.
This
When I
one's
come in,
Stimmed out.
Warheads flavour.
I'm going to get juicy.
Well, yeah. So obviously we've partnered them. We've got a discount code which will be Culture 10, all one word, with the 10 being the numbers. Culture 10. It will be linked in all of our description boxes moving forward.
Discord.
Forever and eternity. Yeah, in the Discord as well. But I think one of the best things about working with a company like EliteSupps is that we can try everything. Like it's like a warehouse.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like
heaps of brands.
Yeah, it's an online
Ghost
warehouse.
has been something that I've wanted to try for a while because I watched. Yeah, we got some Ghost, but I want to get their protein in next time as well because I obviously watched Guzman's stuff, but I've just never. It is a pricier product,
It is.
Ghost. So I've just always been like, yeah, whatever. But
Wait,
I'm keen to.
packaging.
I've heard good things about
Liddy.
Ghost. The packaging is mad. Flavoring is meant to be off its head.
We'll have to try it and let you guys know.
The protein's meant to be delicious. So anyway,
So this is called Ghost Legend. I've never seen this on a supplement before, especially a pre-workout.
holograms.
Ghost Legend was conceived to power legendary in all of its forms: fitness, sport, energy, and party. Do you reckon you could go out Saturday night, a bit of Ghost.
Bit of Ghost.
I've
What do we used to drink? Those
Elevates.
Elevates.
I think they're off the market now. I think I don't know, something with the alcohol and the caffeine, the upper and the down are not great for you, but yeah.
Yeah, you keep the body guessing.
I'm all now. So you know the Liver King, how he has pure ethanol. So he drinks alcohol because he's like, yeah, if you're a well-equipped human, you can handle a bit of stress, a bit of poison.
What?
So he drinks ethanol.
He drinks shots of ethanol.
Ethanol.
100%.
He goes bit of lemon, bit of salt, bit of soda water. Perfect.
Far out.
It's like a party oyster.
That's pretty crazy.
That's what he has. He wants the pure shit, pure alcohol.
All about
What's
the
ancestral
options.
about that?
No, he's
It's not ancestral at all.
so you would assume that he doesn't, but he's got something that he says that like
Hormesis.
yeah, hormesis. No, if he's like if you're you can tolerate the stress, so he's like it's good to give your body exposure to a bit of the stress. So anyway,
I feel like
Elevate.
pure ethanol is more primal than a cruiser.
yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing after this? We'll go down to the United.
Get some ethanol.
Get a bit of 91. It's
cheap at the moment.
98.
$1.49 a litre.
I'm a
high performance vehicles.
That's it. I wouldn't disrespect myself with
Gas station.
91. Kidding.
To the gas station, fucking hoodles.
He's
Thanks for the challenge, Liver King.
just on the Liver King a little bit more. He's knuckled down further on being natural. Like he's
It's
really,
the ethanol. That's
maybe he
He's
is
going-
natural. Is he natural?
He's going that hard on it that I'm starting to question myself now. 'Cause he's doubled down so much that it's impossible to be like, nah, you're lying.
Like there's no doubt
It's definitely not impossible. Because Marco Hearn's still been claiming 80.
he's red as
Did you see
nuts.
Alan Aragon came out and defended Mike O'Hearn's
he did. He
natural?
actually did. Yeah, I saw that.
Well, I've seen arguments as well. It's also been training for like 40 years.
Yeah,
or
he's been
whatever.
training since he was like 14 or something, like
But also, how
non-stop.
old is he now? Like 55?
But apparently when he was 17, he was like 240 pound, which is like 100 and something kilos, like Jack
He's a
at
genetic
17.
freak.
So he may just be,
A genetic
the
freak.
0.0001.
he may be the guy. Maybe we're looking at
Maybe
the
the
two
guy.
guys.
Liver King
think
is
the one
so
guy.
red.
I think it's
though.
the one
Liver
guy.
King's redness,
so
the
red.
tinge
It's not a tinge. At this point,
tinge-
it is a hard
The fact
shade
that
of red.
his delt's the size of my head, also,
That's when you know.
he's massive.
I wonder what his free test levels would be.
ethanol.
Within natural ranges.
He
He's natural, so he's got to be in natural ranges, you know?
I reckon.
Yeah, but he might be like a
might be an
genetic
outlier.
outlier, so he's superficial amount. Well, it's not superficial but it's a bit higher than the average.
Just a little bit.
I love one of his claims is that you gain the enzymes of the meat that you eat.
Yeah.
Like it fits
liver.
into like the chicken is a what is it?
That's his thing.
A chicken is a weak animal, so you can't
you
eat
don't eat
chicken.
that. You eat the big, strong animals.
So
like
we're just
bulls.
gonna. Do you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna source apex predators.
Yeah, lions.
Get orca,
Shark.
killer whale.
I was going to say whale. He's going to go whale.
Have you seen the
Yeah, but
orcas?
whales
where-
aren't apex predators.
They're not, that's right.
No, we need things that murder.
Great whites.
Whales,
yeah,
whales
no,
are
orca.
like
Orcas,
orcas,
go.
man. We'll get polar bear.
Is a silverback gorilla an apex?
Polar bear's a bit of a nah.
What?
They just hunt fish.
Nah, they can
Sure, that-
destroy a human.
Yeah, but we could go anywhere with any animal and they'd destroy us. We've got no
Polar bear
physical.
would-
Yeah, but
Shred
a
a
lot of
seal.
animals you'd rather
Polar
be in
bear?
a fight with than a polar bear, I reckon.
What about a seal? Do you reckon a polar
Polar
bear would
bear?
murder a seal?
100%.
100%.
They'd pick it up and just like just
They probably domesticate
Nah,
them.
polar bears.
I would
I'm
have
pretty
a
sure polar
domesticated
bears
seal.
will eat seals.
100%. No, I'm not denying that, but I feel like the environment that a polar bear is in,
I think they don't get put maybe versus another animal that has more predators around.
like I feel like a
They have
black
to
bear
evolve
or
to
a
be
brown
better.
bear would fucking
Yeah,
destroy
but
a
the
polar
thing with
bear.
polar bear, it's adapted to the water and the land.
Yeah, exactly. And they can withstand the cold.
Yeah,
as
no,
well.
they're-
brown
polar
bears
bears
can't.
apex.
Brown bears can't.
All right, fair
Brown
enough.
bears, very, very.
I'm on the orca train though. Orcas are crazy.
Orcas are a gangster animal.
Orcas.
They're proper
Have you seen the
apex.
one where they're playing tennis with a seal, the two of them, and they're just with their tails flipping a seal back and forth between two orcas?
That's
They just like
Is that real?
Yeah.
It sounds like
No,
a
it is.
John West tuna.
no, they're not like slapping it. Like one of them would flick it in the air, and it would. They're like they've got a dead seal, and they're literally just like flicking it in the air, and then like the other one swims over to it, and then just
Brutal.
these things go.
So that's it. Let's get ancestral on fucking orca.
ancestral.
That's where Liver King goes wrong. He should be on orca liver.
Orca liver.
Hopefully, EliteSupps might get some orca.
liver's
liver.
actually very cheap.
Capped orca. Is it?
It's pretty cheap. Yeah, you go like Tasman. The Oakley Tasman has all the
extract.
offal, and it's not expensive at all.
Yeah.
Liver.
I thought it would have gone up in price. Supply demand.
Liver King.
Because of living.
Supply chain inflation.
I still think the amount of people who know. I think that Liver King is still a minority.
It's like with Goggins.
It's like with
We
Goggins.
think everyone knows Goggins, but not everyone knows Goggins.
Goggins is coming to Melbourne.
He is.
We're in an echo chamber.
We are in an echo chamber.
Like
100%.
most of the mainstream wouldn't know Goggins or the Liver King. I don't reckon.
Yeah.
Kidnap Goggins.
What do you think the biggest thing in the industry that has maybe started as something small? So I'm thinking even like knees over toes. Do you reckon that's mainstream? You wouldn't even.
Knees over toes.
Because
He
he's
was on Joe Rogan.
ginormous now.
He was on Joe Rogan.
Like, has that proliferated into
If
the?
you're on Joe Rogan, that's definitely like. But to be fair, David Goggins has been on Joe Rogan. Not everyone knows about him. I think the problem with Joe Rogan is that he has like 5 billion episodes, so you kind of can get lost in the
I reckon if you're on Joe Rogan,
Lost
you're
in the
mainstream.
cells.
You are, but that doesn't mean
100%.
everyone knows you.
because
He does like an episode a day. So like no one's listened to every single Joe
It
Rogan
actually is
episode.
crazy how much,
Yeah.
how many hours of content he produces.
Nuts.
Do you reckon he is the most listened to voice ever
I definitely think so, for sure.
of all humans ever?
I really enjoyed the episode where he was on Andrew Schultz as the guest because it was a shit talk one. But they asked him about how when you realize you had that much power that what you said actually could influence people, like a large majority of people. He actually has to be careful what he says now because and that was with all.
That's why he gets no political figures on. Apparently
anymore.
He does. Yeah, He just doesn't want. He doesn't want to be seen as someone that is trying to sway the
Sway
vote.
it.
So
Yeah,
he just doesn't.
Big dramas.
Yeah.
Big dramas if you wanted to.
Who?
I'm saying he could incite big dramas if you wanted
Big
to.
dramas.
Yeah,
Dramas.
Big dramas.
No dramas.
Big dramas.
We don't like dramas.
Nah, lack of dramas
Yeah.
over here.
So that was a long way around us.
fuck were we talking
Thank you to EliteSupps for the partnership.
That all ties in very nicely.
Culture 10 at the discount code.
But no, for sure. Just I think we quickly glazed over it, but the good thing about EliteSupps is there's a variety of brands. You don't have to pick one brand. Go on there. They've got dozens.
You can try
Take
literally
your pick.
everything.
Take your pick.
Maybe 2 dozen.
Maybe even
brands.
Hey, Danny, how many dozen they got?
I reckon
they
the
got
one
heaps.
thing that
They
we
got
forgot,
heaps.
we got our little initial care package as part of the endorsement. We only got hard stims or non-stitched pre-workouts. We forgot creatine, Charlie.
Do these have creatine in them?
Next time. We'll get them next
Get
month.
some creatine. 'Cause yeah.
But we're going to supply the gym.
Start
with,
taking that shit again.
We're going to supply the gym with stims, non-stop stims for this first month. So
Stimmed out.
So thank you very much.
Thank you, EliteSupps.
And if you need anything, Culture 10 at the discount code at the checkout. But what's news, boys? Let's do a little bit of a recap. We had Anthony Krisner on last week, which I actually I loved that chat.
He was an awesome guest.
He'll get a repeat.
Oh, absolutely. I told him
episode.
that. Said we'll definitely get him on again.
He was he can talk. He can talk shit.
He can.
And then even in the vlog we did after, like, obviously, always when we train with people, we try to chat about training, but it just flowed out. Like, we'd ask him a bit, but he gave us some proper content about, like, his decisions behind his training, his approach to his training, his coaching. Like, there was a lot to be taken from those conversations.
Yeah, it gave me a real Mark Bell spec where he'd get someone jacked in and then they'd just train together and there'd just be good chats.
Fucking oath.
Yeah, so Anthony Krisner is the man. He did make a comment that I wanted to unpack a little bit, which was related to, and someone actually made I think it was Thomas Vale, old television.
Young television.
Is it TV? Is that why it's television?
We've just figured it out.
That just triggered. And I'm not even on Modaf, and my neurons just went.
Your creatine bar?
Just wait till you're on Modaf.
All right, fair enough. That's a real
well played, Thomas. Well played.
If you don't know
that's a
where
meta joke.
television is, you got to join the Discord.
If you don't understand the joke, get in the Discord, then maybe you'll understand it.
But anyway,
we're not going to explain it.
Anthony Krisner made a comment. Thomas Vale picked up on it. We obviously skimmed over it. But in Anthony's fourth comp, he went to Worlds in Killeen in Texas.
Killeen, Texas.
Oh, they had really good spotters there.
Oh, what happened?
No, that's all those IPF videos where the spotters were just terrible.
It's a compilation
That was the
video.
comp.
From one comp.
Like, yeah.
It's
Well,
a compilation
the big,
video.
like,
It's one comp.
The big Canadian guy was squatting like Jesse Brandon was squatting like 400 and they just had no clue how he failed it. No clue how to
Like
squat.
a
It was terrible.
13-year-old that was like 60 kilos
Very,
spotting.
very bad spotting.
Like heavy.
We need to get
Spotting.
heavy spotting that kind of way.
You
I
got
might
it.
have to see that video. I don't think I've seen it. But
He's got like
Heaps
a
of
million
dramas.
views. Yeah.
Heaps of dramas.
heaps of dramas. Yeah. But he spoke about going to Worlds in his fourth comp. And then Thomas made a comment being like, there's really no other sport where you would just like pretty much just walk straight into world championships. And it also sort of ties in with like this idea that lifters come in and they want to, like we discussed a little bit, but lifters come in and they want to be the best straight off the bat.
Or they think they have to be the best
Yeah,
in order
like-
to engage in the sport.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are the records? What's the nationals total? All of these sort of things. And you're like, it's kind of the wrong approach.
It's a wrong attitude to have. It's no other endeavor you would do that. Any professional sport.
So why is that in lifting? Is it because that we engage with it?
Nah, my theory is that you can be very good at powerlifting very quickly. At a national level standard, maybe even a world standard very quickly. Like we've seen people come to the gym and within a year, 2 years are crunching like top level numbers. No other endeavor would you be that good
I don't
that
know,
quickly.
man. I came across a lot of fucking idiots when I was like in martial arts.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, I'm being world champion. Like, bro, you've been training for about a month and a half. And like people train for 20 years and never get there.
But
you know what I mean?
I feel like
there's delusional people in a lot
individual
of
sport.
Yeah.
They're both individual sports.
Maybe that's what it
Maybe
is.
that's
individual
the factor,
sports.
yeah.
Also, I feel like
We need
fighting
curios.
breeds that a little bit, that egocentric. Like when you watch their pep, I'm the best.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking bring.
Just like
they
us,
got
yeah.
they got nothing against.
I've got to
me.
hit him with the lightning strike.
I don't know. There's probably a few factors.
Potentially,
Probably
as lifting continues to grow and that top level gets harder and harder to reach, this will dissipate. I think that may be a factor. Like when it gets like really, really, really hard to get to that higher up, people just accept it. All right. One, it may take really long to get there, or I may just never get there, and that's okay. It doesn't mean I can't still enjoy it and get something out of it.
Insane. I think there's a lot more people that aren't caught up in that. And I'm looking at
probably changing over
mostly at
time.
my clients and
Yeah.
stuff. They come in, they just want to get stronger.
Yeah.
and
It's probably changing over time. Yeah.
do a comp, gives them a goal to work towards. But there is a definite little element of that
Yeah.
culture within it.
But it's in kickboxing and stuff too, is it? It's just
Yeah, there's a lot. It's heaps of people. Just heroes.
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 The hero's journey. What a hero arc before they fall out.
Yeah, but they're
of the-
heroes before the hero arc.
Yeah, the arc ends with them leaving the sport. And they never achieve it.
Their rebound arc.
Get smacked 3 months in. Go home.
Leave with a headache and go.
Later. That's it.
I'm going
not
to be
for
the
me.
best.
So what else is news, boys? What's everyone been up to? Boys, you got any updates on the ankle, on the training?
The ankle's moving. Training's good. Loving training at the moment. Starting to get some blue skies out there. So summer shredding has begun. I shaved my body from head to toe.
I was going to say, I saw that photo you posted the other day. Was that last summer?
That was.
Is that the best you've ever looked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the best I've ever looked, and that was like the peak conditioning phase. So I was riding like 100 k's a week on the bike,
Triathlete.
running like 20 to 30 k's a week, and like still lifting 3 times a week. And I reckon it was the best rig I've ever had, like muscle wise as well.
Yeah.
Like not just being lean, because I've been
tan.
lean before with boxing, all in the 10. So yeah, I'm G'd up to fucking get lean. Been bulking the last 18 months, maybe a bit longer, closer to 2 years. So I reckon it's time to get
Peel off a bit.
get those shreds on. Plus, also, I want to just get out and on the jog again. Not run like I was trying to like get hectic 5K times and stuff like that. I want to be able to go out for a half-hour jog,
Gas station.
and just doing so at 105 kilos. It gets a bit boring running 7-minute Ks. You know what I mean? Like I want to not break records for myself, but also I don't want to run 7-minute Ks. You know what I mean? So
You want to have the option, if wanting, to push.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. So shreds has begun. We're about to go hard. So that's probably the peak of what's been going on with me. Time to get shredded.
Dids?
Fuck knows.
Got a haircut?
Got a haircut.
Someone told you get a new barber?
Yeah, so we've got some haters, like some prop, like we joke about it, but I've got
Let's say we.
we. Yeah,
You got some
when
haters.
I say we, it means me. Like we joke about it, but like I've got 2 guys. I don't know if you listen to the podcast, but like
Of course
proper-
they listen to the podcast.
Maybe they do. I don't know.
They consume everything.
consume-
They've
But like-
got, they've got noties
Hold
on.
It's not we, because they referred to us as pencil necks, and you were
Pencil
included.
necks.
Pencil neck.
Yeah, so
We're
you're
pencil
you're a
necks,
pencil neck.
That's
But
right.
That's
gone.
in the back of my head.
That's gone.
All right. So I've got. We need to stop till Bruzz is fucking laughing.
That was great.
That was good.
really good.
Charlie said what we all wanted to say.
I'd love to leave it in.
That's gone.
All right. So
neck.
I've got some proper
Start a
haters. Like we joke about it, but there's these couple guys who just got it in for me. Like I said some things, and I think what it is that they see me, they're like, oh, this skinny guy, he's not that strong. He's not allowed to have opinions. And like you're allowed to disagree with us, but some people have like disagreed with us and like had like proper rebuttals, like given their reasons. Like even Anthony, like obviously we joked about the J press thing, but he's like, oh, I think you guys just don't understand how to do the J press. Let me show
But
you
he
how
called
to do
us
it.
out.
He called us out.
You guys don't know how to do
And
it.
he showed us how to do it. But these guys are just like, you're wrong. You're dumb. You don't total enough. And then like, they're just responding to my stories. You need to get a new barb and all
There's
this shit. I'm like, bro,
nothing-
like, why, man, how do you have the time to like be a hater? It's like, you know, people will like hate on like LeBron. I'm like, bro, why the fuck are you like, why are you making it a fucking hobby to hate on me? Like, I don't really care. I can laugh it off.
Wait,
It's
what
like,
was the comment you made where you're like, everyone's favorite intermediate lifter, like, is back with another take or something? Like, you said something. You said it yourself.
I might have said something like that.
Or like you're
oh,
coming out of retirement or something.
Oh, I
like,
might have something, you know, your favourite local fucking intermediate powerlifter, like fucking lifetime intermediate. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think you have an opinion, you run with some jimmies, and then there's a whole thing of like, oh, you're not stronger than me, you're not bigger than me, you're not allowed to have an opinion. But it's like, bro, there's cunts bigger and stronger than you who think the exact same thing that I think. But
Steffi
like,
Also-
Cohen put it up recently as well, and like she's a
savage, man.
She's a savage, man. Absolute savage. And I think she's been posting this more like, you know, just photos with
Bit more provocative.
with a bit more provocative. And it was like, I think she'd put up like a photo of her glutes on display, and then she copped a whole heap of hate comments and so on. And in the caption, it was like, this is how you build glutes. Surplus, train your glutes, X amount of times per week, hard sets, etc., all the basic stuff. She copped it because her frame, she hasn't got massive glutes when compared to top-end fitness models with huge glutes. Like massive. Genetics, like the training that they go through as well. Whatever.
And the
whatever
priorities
reason.
of training as
and
well,
And the
like,
priorities. So, because Steffi Cohen... Because Steffi Cohen didn't have
The biggest glutes.
She didn't have an. She wasn't allowed to have.
wasn't
an
allowed to
opinion.
talk about it.
Forget multiple world records, PhD, actually being like pretty fucking smart. Like, no.
forget like top 10 powerlifter of all time. Like,
So
nah.
it's just a shit argument.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
not a
I
good
think
argument.
well, I've got a couple of opinions on this. I remember early on when Jamie and I first started the gym, and we'd have a couple, say, strong lifters sign up. We'd almost second guess what we knew because we were like, oh, they're strong and they know what they're doing. And we'd realize pretty quickly, hang hang on, they actually don't know what they're doing. Like, we've got a lot to teach them and offer them. Just because someone's strong and lifts a lot of weight doesn't necessarily mean they've got any idea what they're doing or how to get someone else strong. That was point one. Second point, I forgot. So
Man, I got a good need the creatine.
Need the creatine.
When it's like the Snickers ad. You're not you when you're not on creatine.
second point, I forgot. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, my second point was that being an athlete and coaching are two different things.
Yeah.
Like, you look at any field-based sport, some of the best coaches were not great players.
No.
Some of the best players fail as coaches.
Some of the best fucking players are terrible coaches.
Because they've got like the qualities you would need to be a good coach, inspire people,
And
create good teamwork, is not necessarily what makes a great athlete.
And this is definitely to some degree my potentially a bit of self-consciousness. Is that the right phrase?
Self-conscious.
Being self-conscious
Yeah, being
speaking.
self-conscious.
But I think as just the strength world, powerlifting, bodybuilding, whatever it is, continues to develop, there will become a time where more and more coaches don't necessarily look the part. And I want to be as big and fucking strong as I possibly can. That's never going to stop. And but I don't want to do it for other people. I want to do it for myself. But I think over time, there's going to be more people like who. Like, he does. No, but I love.
Can we leave that
he
in?
gets some really... No, he does. And a lot of people would look at me and be like, oh, who's this fucking skinny cunt? He only scored 200, what the fuck? But like, I back myself and, you know, my clients back me. So fuck yeah, you know? Like, that doesn't mean... I'm not making excuses for myself. In 5 years, I want to be way stronger. I want to be way bigger. But I don't want people to choose me as a coach because I... looked apart. I want them to choose me as a coach because I can get them fucking results. Like,
I love that.
You know what I mean? Like,
G'd me up. I want to go fight.
I've got to. I want to get this out of the contextually applicable
Bruzz.
information and ask, when are you going to pull 300?
we're gonna pick. That's the thing, though. We'll pull 300 when we pull 300. We'll just pull the PB.
Shit
to
answer.
5. No, we'll pull when we pull it.
Shit
No,
answer.
that's fine. You can say it's a shit
Need
answer.
more. Hey, I trained for everyone but me.
We'll pull 300 when Alyssa puts singles in my program
Alright.
and I hit a 300. But
Alright.
it's gonna happen. We're making progress. We're having fun. We're doing what we're doing. But
I like that.
But circling back. As I said, I don't want to make excuses for myself. I want to be strong as fuck. Whatever Charlie's hitting, I want to hit. You know, I aspire to be better, but I don't want you to fucking get coached by me because I'm this or that. I want you to get coached by me
up.
because I can get you results.
G up.
Let's go. That's an
G
all-time
up.
moment on the pod.
Yeah, fucking
Didier's rant.
Did you stim hard this morning?
Brother, my fourth shot of caffeine
Get
already.
that ghost in
Get
you.
that creatine in you.
And I agree.
The one thing I will say though is you handle the hate very well.
As I said, I've
You-
mentioned on the
you
podcast,
literally-
I think I'm good at letting this shit wash over me. Yeah, and sometimes in the moment I'm like, oh, these dogs, what are you saying? But I think just I've been blessed with the gift of allowing this type of shit just to kind of wash over me and not let it get to me. So
Water off a
it
duck's
makes it easy.
back.
But I do feel sorry. I do feel sorry for people who are in my situation who cop stuff like that, and it really would get to them. Like they'd probably like be anxious to the point of not wanting to post or not wanting to put their voice out there. Whereas me, I'm like, whatever, fuck yeah, like it's right. But I do feel sorry for the people who don't have that, who struggle with it, because it would be very tough, and especially, you know, add in maybe 10,000 followers, so the hate only increases even more. It would be tough. It would be tough getting people just like personally insulting you, like just flat out.
100%.
It'd be
I think
tough.
it helps to feel sorry for the guy that's wasting his time.
But no, 100%. And that's
with the shit comments,
that's
which
what I
may
come back.
make it a bit
That's what I
easier.
come back to. I can just sit there and laugh and be like, bro, you need to get a life. Like, why are you making it a hobby of every time something with me pops up, like shitting on me or DMing me or replying to my stories? Yeah.
Charles, what's the news with you, mate?
News. Caffeine. So this is what I was talking about, the caffeine before. I've actually stopped drinking as much caffeine as I was. I kind of just started one day. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking.
Can I quickly say, I feel like it's great, and I'm happy to hear what you have to say about caffeine. But I feel like in the fitness industry, in the fitness industry, there's a couple things that like people do, and they kind of announce it. Like, and one is I've taken some time off social media, and the other one is I've taken a break from caffeine. And
This can't ask me.
I'm sure you've got some valid things to say about it, but it's just funny. It's one of those things where it's like,
generic,
oh,
yeah.
hey guys, I took a week off social media. Hey guys, I've actually stopped caffeine for a week. Like, here's my experience.
Yeah,
Why
and
haven't-
on the
I
other
haven't
end,
spoken about-
I'm stimming harder than ever.
I haven't spoken.
Stimmed.
I haven't spoken about this publicly
haven't,
at
but
all.
people
This
do.
is the,
It's
this
a
is the
thing
first
that gets
time, and only
spoken.
because this
Yeah.
this guy, and I know it'll fucking be conversation. Good conversation. No, anyway, I've taken it. All right, so it
Charlie.
started actually with spending habits, and when you add up coffee's a money pit. It is a money pit. 1 or 2 a day across the week, it fucking adds up. It can be $40, $50. It's a lot of money. So I started doing. So I'm like, I'm only going to have my coffees at home in the morning. So I have I've limited it down to 2 coffees in the morning, and that's it. I don't have any caffeine before I train. So I haven't drank a Monster for weeks. I haven't drank any of those ice breaks, Dare Ice coffees, anything for weeks. I haven't had any pre-workout for weeks. I found the first few days a little bit more difficult. I was really like, getting to session, and I'm like, I really want to fucking have some caffeine. I just pushed through. I grounded through, got through the first week, and I actually feel like I got more energy throughout the day. Like I'm more steady, not as much crashing and dipping. So that was that. I feel like I am sleeping better too.
Yeah.
I do think subjectively, I would say I'm sleeping better.
Need that Alpha GPC, cuz.
I'm not napping as much either.
Yeah.
I used to. I think it was a
Charles
caffeine.
loves naps.
I love naps. No, I used to think. I think it was a caffeine crash.
I'll nap when I'm
Just come on the
dead.
come down. See,
It's
what,
like
what I do, I have the come down. What do? You caffeinate again. And I actually think I think I would benefit from some time off caffeine.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like I can't remember when it was. Our coffee machine wasn't working at home, so I didn't have a coffee, and then I didn't go out and buy one. And by 3-4 p.m, I was fucked. I was like, why do I so tired? I've got a headache, proper caffeine withdrawals.
It's
like,
fucked.
it's
You get proper
an addiction.
withdrawal
Like,
symptoms,
it's not good.
and that's why I'm never going to go cold turkey because I like coffee.
Because
I do like
you're
coffee.
an addict.
I'm an addict. No, I like.
You're an addict.
So there's
I'm an addict.
a
Like
you're an
it.
addict. We're all
You're
all
Jax.
addicts.
Huh?
Jax,
Oh,
you're
I will
Jax.
never give it up. Oh no. Okay.
No, I'm not giving up coffee, but I'm not having like 300
Yeah, I know
milligrams
what
of
you mean.
fucking huge hits of caffeine. I'm literally having my two coffees at home. The reason I don't want to give up, I like it. It's a nice morning routine. I like the smell, I like the taste. It's just nice. There's a theory that because it's addictive, your brain then prefers the smell and taste even more. And this is the idea that's why they put a little bit of caffeine in soft drinks. Like Coke,
I had
Pepsi
to
Max.
replace the cocaine.
Yeah, that's a replace. They put it in because you give this shit to kids, it's more addictive. And they fucking become little crack fiends on Pepsi on Pepsi Max.
No, that's
That's the idea.
Full sugar.
The idea.
Been fiending a PM.
When I was a kid, me and my brother used to go to like New Year's Eve, and we'd be like 8 years old, and he'd pound like 4 soft drinks, and be fucking running around in
Like a
circles.
dog. Like,
Man, I
Literally.
quit soft drink when I was 14 or 15 or something for like 3 months. And then I had a Kirk's creamy soda.
It went off your
3
head.
months later, I still remember that sip. It was like
Heaven.
everything. I saw rainbows, fucking angels, birds tweeting and shit.
The dopamine receptors were going off.
Oh my God. I'll never have a drink that came to the level of sensation that just came into me. I don't know, bro. It was
Do you
something
actually
else.
like creamy soda?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. Really?
Yeah, I love it.
I love creamy
Bro,
soda.
do you know what's even
100%.
better than the red
red.
Bottom of the pile for me.
brown one.
accessibility? The brown creamy soda is cracker. Apparently, there's a sugar-free one. I've never been able to find it. But
Sugar-free red creaming soda.
no, sugar-free brown creamy
sugar-free
soda.
brown.
No, there is. I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't go to Coles. That's why it's Woolies.
Yeah, some products are only at Woolies and like they're not.
Bastards.
Like the Healthy Choice McCain chips are only at Woolies.
At Woolies.
And not even at Chelsea Woolies. I gotta go to fucking Park.
No, they're at Chelsea Woolies. You gotta
Bloody
look hard.
Chelsea Woolies.
They're at Chelsea Woolies. You gotta look hard, bro.
Do you?
They're there. I swear to
On the bottom
God.
shelf.
You
You
need
gotta
some
move some
caffeine,
shit.
mate. You're fucking
I'm
drowsing.
good. I actually
Drowsing
feel
in the
good.
aisles.
I feel good. I've been training fine. I've been hitting good weights. Feel good. I'm not having the biggest thing I've noticed. Probably the biggest thing is that nap and that crash in the afternoon. I feel like I'm a bit more like.
Yeah.
Because even like on Thursday 5 a.m. start, I will always nap. I lie down on the couch. I'm out of it. I'm fucking out of it. I fucking this Thursday. This Thursday, I was good.
And it's a pillow.
Wait, legit. I hit the pillow. And I'm fucking out of it.
God.
Salada.
How's your training going?
Training's good. Well, it's pretty specific now going to nationals prep. I'll be honest, it's the first time, and I said this to Deuce the other day, I'm getting slight, and I spoke to Bruzz about it too, though. I think after this, there needs to be a proper off-season.
Yeah, you're going to have a break.
I'm
You were saying
fucking-
that.
I'm
You were
done.
saying you're going to start running.
I want to start running. Well, we're going to do a triathlon.
Oh, wait. That's
So are we
Sprint, triathlon, sprint, triathlon.
Sprint.
Sprint. No, it's going to be
What's the difference?
750 sprint for quick. 20k ride, 20k ride, 5k run.
Yeah.
Easy, sub 2 hours.
Sub 2 hours.
I don't know. I just
Wait,
made a number.
what was the run? What was
Easy sub 2 hours.
Sub 2 hours.
Easy.
Sub
What-
60 minutes.
What was the swim?
750.
In the ocean.
In the ocean.
I
yeah.
would
Or the
struggle
bay,
with
the
that.
bay, the bay.
Oh, the
Fuck,
bay.
the bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Swim.
I got a bit.
Are they the Wheat Bix triathlons? Are they those ones?
Two times you.
2x
yeah.
2 times you.
I've never heard anyone say 2 times you.
It's
Well,
it's
I
actually
had
2
a
times
client
you.
years ago that worked at 2 times you.
And they called it 2
And
times
It's
you.
2 times
I'm
you.
like, oh, where do you work? They go 2 times you. I'm like, where? They got 2x you.
Yeah.
Oh my luck.
It's meant to be double your skin.
I had
2
no
times
idea.
I've never realised that. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I
you
learned that
go.
at footy years ago because everyone used to text you two, and someone else told me 2 times you. It's actually 2 times you.
Yeah. It was when I was working in Bayside.
There's a
Not a lot of
name.
tricks you.
It is a real Bayside.
There's a
sort of
name,
setup.
and I can't remember what it is. Where a product becomes the name.
It's like Glad Wrap. You just say Glad Wrap.
Band-Aid, Skins. So they're not actually, they're called compression tights, but Skins, the brand, has been
Owns the market.
that well that people associate the product with that brand. And Band-Aid's the same. Which one did you just use?
Glad Wrap.
Glad Wrap's the same.
Chuck's
It's
brand.
Cling Wrap.
Another one.
It's Cling Wrap.
Chucks, yeah.
Chucks, yeah. It's Cling Wrap.
Yeah.
Band-Aid's fucking... Band-Aid's the brand.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anyway, that
It
was
should be called an adhesive strip. That's what it actually is.
adhesive
Really?
blood
If
strip.
you look, it says on it, Band-Aid, brackets, adhesive strip.
Oh, wow. But yeah, you're going to take a break, so you're going to get into some...
I will 100% power lift because I still want to get stronger. There's no sport in the world where you play 24/7
Yeah,
all the time.
absolutely.
And I've been doing this long enough now that it's time for when we say a break, it's like we're gonna trap bar deadlift, we're gonna RDL, we'll still bench press in some way, shape, or form, dumbbell press, still SSB squat,
Still be a savage.
still try and push those, but I want to try and do some concurrent training.
Adopt a little Alex Viata.
That's who inspired me because I was like, he started saying, he goes, I played sport growing up, and then he goes, I got into the gym, and there's this big culture of no cardio, and I definitely went through that. Like I was like scared to do cardio. Like 30 minutes of cardio is gonna fucking ruin me.
Recovery,
Yeah,
optimize.
it's going to ruin me. Cardio kills your gains. And he was like, I wanted to push that. I heard him talk about it. He goes, I want to push this theory a bit more. And he just started doing it. And then I was like, I actually kind of want to do that. And also, I'm getting a lot of clients too that want to run. They want to do shit like that. And I think I don't want to be seen as just a powerlifting coach. I'm not that. I've actually got a lot of clients that aren't powerlifting clients. I think that's a common misconception because we post a lot.
I think that's a misconception with our brand in general.
yeah.
It's something that we need to continue to work on. And I think we're starting to get better at showing
Communicating that, yeah.
that we're not just powerlifting, but it's still definitely... you got a
100%.
comment in your question box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I asked, like, can I not be a powerlifter? I'm like, I post... And it's funny, actually, it would be the perception. I think about it like, what I write is not about powerlifting. But the people that post their videos of training
that's the
thing.
and tag
That's the
us
thing.
more than anything else
Powerlifters.
are literally 5% of my client list. And that 5%
Powerlifters.
are the powerlifters.
There's just the culture within, like, out of all the clients we coach, it just go, the people who are more likely to
film their
post
shit.
are the ones. I've got probably like 10 or 15 clients who've never once posted or tagged anything online, but they're still there, they're still training. You just don't see them because they're not the type of people to go and post what they're doing on social media, but they're still training. They've got a variety of goals. It's just, you don't see that. All you see is the 10 or 15 that really love powerlifting or constantly posting their top sets. And then that's what the world sees, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a big misconception, and I want to get away from it because long term, I actually don't want. Like I do want power. I will 100% take on power, but I don't want to be just pigeonholed into that. I want to have other things that I can draw upon and have other experiences and stuff. So one of my goals that I was thinking for next year was to do the sprint triathlon, but also try and improve my total. So
Alongside it.
alongside it. So that's why I'm saying I'm not stepping away from powerlifting. I'm going to have an off season. I'll definitely have a few 2 or 3 blocks where I go non-specific because I reckon I'll be itching to.
Are you going to get jacked in that process?
You want to get juicy.
You
shredded.
Shredded, both, everything.
Jacked or shredded?
Get
Yeah,
shredded?
just like, are you going to like hunt fucking
Yeah,
volume?
you got to. Well, yeah,
We do a tricep specialization block.
yeah.
Let's do a calf.
Slam
Front delt and
tricep.
tricep.
Calves and triceps.
I'd like to, yeah, no, just
Front delt and tricep.
go these 3. Specialization 3 times a week.
Oosh.
Hit them hard.
I can just train with Donnie and you'll be sorted.
Train with
Just
Donnie.
follow Donnie's program.
Donnie, I got
Young muscle
Donnie
building.
came up to, I don't know if he told you guys this the other day, but he started using one of the templates from the app.
Yeah.
And he comes up to me and he goes, hey, can I run my own program on this?
Donnie loves a self-written program.
on the already.
Oh, you can go
Doesn't
fuck
want to use the
yourself.
template.
I'm on the template.
Yeah. No,
How's it going?
I got
Yeah.
Jay Smith, mate. He's fucking
Jay Smith, mate.
I crushed
suck.
it. I barbell squatted for the first time. Thought my sacrum was going to fucking counter-mutate out my asshole. but it was good. Yeah, I actually really like the app. I think, like, if it works well, we may. Yeah, it's a really cool. Just good service, I guess you'd call it, but an experience.
Cool.
It's a really good experience on.
I had it with Bryce, and it was cool. It was all everything streamlined.
I'm actually really looking forward to it, which we hopefully should be launching in October. Everything is moving in that direction, which will be really cool. So if you are interested in the training app, a little bit of a sidestep here, probably jump in the Discord. That's where most of the activity for the app will be, and you can find the Discord in the bio or the description box of the podcast. But I think that would be cool if you can push.
I want to push both. So I want to actually push both qualities and try and get them both better.
Both of them.
both of them. But what would I know? I'm just a pencil neck anyway. So
Four pencil necks.
Four pencil. I'll become more of a pencil neck. But
we need someone to just slam traps. Can you just do trap?
I'll
training?
do upper.
You got 12 months off powerlifting, 3 months. You got 4 3-month specialization blocks. One on triceps, one on forearms, one on traps.
But you know, when I was going to buy another piece of gym equipment because we're going to replace that row, someone was like, "Oh, can you get the shrug machine?"
Oh,
I'm like, no.
Of all the
We've got
things we can
dumbbells.
buy,
Dumbbells and a barbell. You can shrug. But I want to just quickly touch on the running thing. For a long time, I've had in my head that I can't run. I'm a heavy powerlifter. Why would I run? And look, to be honest, I was probably more dialed into the specificity of powerlifting, so I wouldn't want to run anyway. I think I've changed a little bit in my outlook and what I want to do. And it was actually Dan, the physio downstairs. He goes, "Nah, fuck that." He goes, "You can run, 100%." He goes, "Have you seen some of the people do the Melbourne Marathon?" He goes, "They're so big." He goes, like he goes, "There'll be like a middle-aged person who's 20 kilos overweight trying to run that thing." He goes, "You can run it for sure."
And Dan really is great for that. He's great for he's as a physio, which obviously probably a lot of physios don't have this mindset. He's very empowering. He's all about giving people the confidence to do whatever they want to do. So obviously he's great.
And
Like
so we'll make it work. So we've been speaking with Bruzz this week. A couple things like already in this, I'm going to start conditioning the muscles involved. So when we say conditioning, it's like your lower limb. Start doing calf raises, T-band stuff, hamstring stuff I'm already doing.
Maybe some pogos.
Pogos. But just start incorporating a little bit of that. And then just start small. So small doses of volume and build up from there. So
Absolutely.
the first running session I might do, I'm going to do it on a footy oval because it's softer. And it might be like 10-30 on, 30 off. Which is
Jog, Mark.
What's 10:30? 6 minutes. So no, wait, am I making that up? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Right?
You definitely haven't had your creatine today.
Mathematics.
quick maths.
With 5 minutes like total running, and then you build from there, and get it up to fucking. Because my goal is to run a 5K.
Are we ever going to see you out on the footy field again, bustling that chest through packs?
JP's trying to get me down next year, but nah. Because
Tempe.
they got
No change of direction.
I told him, I said, I'm only coming down if I'm full forward and don't leave the goal square.
Clear
But
space.
I got some competition because they got Cam Cloak playing for them.
Oh,
He
really?
used to play for Carlton and Collingwood.
Yeah, good
He
luck.
He said he's big. He said he's big.
He's bigger than you.
No, he like fat big.
Oh,
I remember those boys used to just hold
Yeah.
marks.
So,
They just fucking
yeah, they can
swallow
hold
the ball. Yeah.
So,
middens.
look, I can't. There's no way I could.
Not with that attitude, mate.
I told you, we went and watched Todd play. You get the itch. You fucking spring, it's sunny and shit. Not in
Not
June.
enough people know this, but Charlie was actually a really
June,
agile,
July.
athletic footballer. Like he used to jump on packs,
Yeah.
like big sprinting moments, all that sort of stuff. And then
I wish I had my time again because there's some things that I would improve.
What would
so
you do?
My aerobic fitness was shit ass.
Yeah.
Dog shit. So it's the stuff that we know now. Like I could have improved that so much better and I would have been such a better footy player because I could have gotten to... footy's fucking a running game. The more contests you get to, the more chance you get the ball. The better you fucking play. But when you fucking can't run and you can't get to the contest, you
Can't
can't
make
get
the
the fucking
1%ers.
ball. So, yeah, I would just change a few things. But anyway, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of sport, basketball update. How'd you go on Monday
Give us
night?
the basketball.
Last night, 7 points. 7 points.
dude.
Yeah, I didn't get 10 points. Look,
Rolling with an average of about 4.5 here.
yeah, look, no, we had about 2-3 games that were pretty shit house, but last night was good. But just Brett and Shay, they were just the Splash Brothers. They were just nailing threes. So shout out Brett and Shay. I played my part, but look, I'm not a top 2 player.
You can't be the
I'm not a
star
top 2
player
player.
in every team. So
I
bad
can't,
luck.
you know.
Someone has to be a role player.
Someone has to be the third.
And it's
the third
you
string.
pencil
It's
neck.
all right.
Yeah.
Or racked up them
role
assist
player
part.
energies.
That's it. Real background
player.
character energies. No, basketball's going well.
NPC on the basketball court.
on the fucking Oh, yeah, you fucking dog. I've made my impact. Nah. Well, okay. Just another quick story about basketball in terms of like just weird shit. So, all the weeks of basketball. So, okay, here's the thing. Someone's going for a three. You can't get there in time. You're going for the closeout. You clap in their face. I've never done it this so far in the league. It's happened here or there. We had a different ref this week. I did it. The ref blows the whistle. Just a warning, everyone. If anyone else claps, it's going to be a technical. That's your first and last warning. Like, and I knew what she was talking about. Some of the other players were like, what does she mean clap? But then, so apparently you can't clap with this ref. So with that ref's on, I'm not going to do these ones, but the other refs, I'll clap.
Yes,
but on the,
I feel like in the NBA, people get text for less.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Clapping in
the
the face.
refs. The refs are pretty good generally. They're not. They're good.
No, we love refs.
But yeah, with the basketball, we're good. We're good laterally. We're good on the ground. We need to get a bit more airtime. So Bruzz is going to sort us out with some.
I think it's a bit late, halfway through the season.
No, fucking never too late, bruv.
Didier.
Didier. We need a bit more airtime. So Bruzz is going to sort us out with some jumping in that. It's going
Hops
to
and
be
that.
basic as nuts.
Hops and that.
Mad.
Speed and that.
I just want to add one last thing to my running endeavors. The thing that tipped me over the edge was being an animal. So one of the goals of training is to be and this Pat Davidson talks about, is to be an animal. And I was like, am I really an animal if I literally can't
do anything.
do anything else apart from 3 movements? So that was the other motivation.
You want to be a savage.
You want to be able to, and yeah,
Apex predator.
Pat
predator.
Davidson is looking apex.
Yeah, like he looks mad. And then even Alex Viada, you look at all right, actually funny story. I watched a video of his on YouTube and I was reading some of the comments, some of the hate he was copying.
Viada?
Yeah, Viada. He's like, man, nobody should listen to a man with this kind of hairline. So it never stops.
It never stops.
Alex Viada, does he work for Juggernaut? He works for Juggernaut.
No,
he just does stuff for Juggernaut.
He would have consulted.
Does stuff for
with them and
Juggernaut. We would look at him and go, oh, he's at the top. He's fucking been.
What's his company called?
Complete human performance.
Yeah. Savage. If you guys don't know who Alex Viada is, he's an absolute
really good.
animal.
Reading his
training.
book, The Hybrid 2.0, or that's
athlete.
got Hybrid Athlete. But yeah, the hate. So he copped that, and then the other one was like about his steroid. No, this guy shouldn't have a opinion. Look how many drugs he's on and shit. Again, it's like, man, he's crunching fucking training, like crushing.
He runs marathons, and then the next day totals like fucking 2,000 pounds.
He squats and deadlifts over 300 kilos, and so. Yeah, animal. But
Strong
the
boy.
hate never stops is what I was going to say. You could be, no matter how good. So somehow his hairline is directly
They'll find
correlated with his knowledge in concurrent training.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Fuck me.
The world is a bit fucked. Really.
We're in a time where the keyboard gives you anonymous, it's virtually anonymous voice. You can say whatever you want, and it's virtually anonymous because YouTube is.
Imagine someone saying to that
In your face.
Yeah,
In your face.
to
You
him,
wouldn't.
like at a seminar, like a world seminar or something. He's like gone there. He's the keynote speaker, and someone in the crowd's like, "That was great and all, but your hairline's fucked, and I'm not taking any of it in."
You're gonna have. There's gonna be some internal dramas because I've never thought to comment on something.
No, there's
and
a
be
special-
like fuck you, like you suck. I hate you.
a special trait.
just really busted shit. Like
We
that-
always said Michael Jordan's not commenting in the comment section. Michael Jordan's winning NBA championships.
You know who he is? Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Is he?
I was in the
he
market for
responds
new
on Twitter.
basketball shoes. I'm like, I'm not buying these KD shoes. I don't want that KD
Yeah,
energy.
and he also he
energy.
found himself out by commenting off a burner account.
He's done it multiple
No,
times.
so he's got burners, but what happened was he wrote from his own account on Twitter,
thinking that it was a burner account.
thinking he had logged into his burner, defending himself.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, KD.
That's the reason I can't buy KD shoes. Not gonna do it.
KD
What
and
was
the
the
Hizzle.
comment?
Oh, I don't know.
It's all right. You're great at basketball.
No, it's
I think it was clapping back to someone. Yeah.
It was clapping back.
To himself.
Yeah, it was.
And then it turns out his hater is a burner as well, and he's just creating controversy, so he's in the news. Wow.
Smart.
Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Who's he playing for these days?
He's at Brooklyn.
yeah.
Brooklyn. I can't keep up anymore.
He's been around a little bit.
been
I
shipped
think he's
around.
not happy there either. I think he's requested a trade, but
So many dramas.
I'm not going to
Big
sit here and
dramas.
act like I know what's going
Dramas
on in the
galore.
NBA.
Big dramas.
So we put up a question, as we always do, question box with the boy there's Potty for some Q&A. We got to 45 minutes there on the intro.
intros.
Well done. That's a new record. But we've got about, let's say, 10 to 15 minutes left. So we've got a few questions that we're going to unpack. The first one would that came through was, would you boys ever go plant-based?
No.
No.
I had 2 packets of beef jerky on the way here.
So I went I went probably 8 weeks of pescatarian. I think it was that I felt like shit. It limits your food options again. Definitely, like if I could go from more of an ethical standpoint, if I could, I would. But
would you go impossible meat?
Fuck's impossible.
Like the
fake meat.
The fake meat.
Fake meat.
I eat that shit. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Whatever.
You would?
I'll eat whatever. I don't care. I've been to vegan restaurants before. I eat
No,
it.
the impossible
Yeah,
meat.
but
Like,
would you never go to Butcher and Vine again?
No.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, but what if Butcher and Vine were serving T-bones that were made in the lab?
No, see,
I'd eat lab-grown meat, 100%.
You would?
If the
Impossible's not
profile
lab-grown,
was...
though.
If everything was the same, would you do it?
If the flavour, the nutrient profile was all the same, 100%, I'm all for that.
The only problem is right
do
now
it.
it's like $20,000 a burger for the
Oh, really?
for lab grown. It's
Yeah.
insane. Yeah,
I'm very interested to see how they
it's not
go with all
viable
that.
yet.
Like all this stem cell shit they're talking about. Like you can
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, like regrow like body parts and stuff.
How long is it
and-
until they just build like living cows in the lab?
Or even I
Yeah.
don't know if you heard what Elon wants to do with like this Neuralink thing, but like bypass spinal where the spine's been severed and like send an electrical impulse in the same way you could send like something from here to there on that phone. Send a signal from your brain that bypasses where it's been severed to the spinal cord to reignite the spine. So you pretty much like paraplegics and all that sort of
Get your
stuff.
function back.
You can get your function back, like shit like that. It's like. It's actually crazy where all this shit and Impossible Meat, I think, falls in that category. It's like, if they can actually do it, holy
just
shit.
to clarify, lab grown meat, because Impossible Meat is a brand of like soy based burgers.
is it?
You're getting mixed
Fucking
up.
Band-Aid.
Every time
They've
you
got
say
it.
Impossible, you mean lab grown.
Yeah,
Impossible
sorry.
just you can get it at Coles for $10.
Well, the name Impossible Meat, there's an issue with that because they've made it.
It's possible. It is possible.
I'm
It is
possible.
So I would say this lab is bordering on impossible, but it's there.
It's there. It's just $20,000 a burger.
Yeah, so
Like,
bordering on impossible would be a
More or
much better
less.
name for the lab meat.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mad. So, no, we wouldn't do it. I don't think I would do it. Obviously, I just enjoy eating meat too much, but
Going vegan, you mean, or vegetarian or
I
whatever.
just don't think I have the creativity to fucking construct a plate that didn't have the first thing down being meat.
You definitely, if you eat like more like Indian style food, it makes it a lot easier just because a lot of like legumes and stuff like that. But yeah, just for if for a traditional like Western diet, you remove meat, it's kind of like, well, what now? Like, there's not a lot left. So if you were to do it, as obviously
Also,
you've got to
Greek.
change the style a lot.
Greek background too.
A lot of meat.
It's
yeah.
like a lot of meat.
Yeah. Crazy.
A lot of meat. So the answer is
No.
no. For me.
Yeah, it's no for me, and definitely like
It's
if
a no
I
from me.
could, like if the alternatives were perfect for ethical reasons, 100%, but it's just not.
I'm definitely for the ethical.
You wouldn't
and
eat
the-
pumpkin jerky?
Nah.
No. What about a bowl of pureed pumpkin?
Hard no.
I'm definitely. I used to
Hard.
eat some of those when I was eating some of those products like the chicken nuggets I made out of like chia seeds and shit. Tastes like a nugget.
I've never heard of chicken nuggets made out of chia seeds.
There's a product at Woolies I used to get
I've
in the
never heard
frozen
of that.
section.
That's fucked.
There you go.
Chia seeds.
It was they taste like fucking nuggets. You'd probably eat it, put it right in front of you, and you wouldn't know the difference.
Do you reckon there's chicken in the McDonald's nuggets?
Just like the weird bits of it.
I saw that video. This is how we know.
Oh no, no.
that video. Is that a joke?
With the chickens in the
Yeah.
blender.
Oh no.
They're putting chickens, just fucking little chicks in the
All right, move on.
in the
Moving
blender,
on,
and then
moving
they tell you it's the Macca's nuggets, but because we're such sick in the head, we go back and eat them anyway.
Because they're fucking delicious.
That is fucking good, man. And honestly, Macca's value for money, 24 nuggets is like $12.
Crazy.
It's
Can't
fucking,
beat
man.
it.
You're bulking. You want fucking calories? 24 nuggets, Macca's.
Strength culture, where we give the number one nutrition tips.
Yeah.
Number one.
Number one. That would be
Blend
the
chicken babies.
So, would we ever go plant based? If the other alternative options, were up to scratch, we would. But currently, Bill
Hard no.
Gates, Bill Gates got a little bit more work to do, which is,
Bill Gates.
he's the one that's pushing it a lot, apparently. Which
Yeah.
there's a big
Can't
conspiracy.
trust Bill Gates, man.
Big fucking
Can't trust him, bro.
big conspiracies coming
Well,
from
they're
the
gonna
Bill Gates
fucking
camp.
Tweak the DNA of it to fucking cook us.
Tweak it.
Who knows?
Tweak it.
All right, next one. Why is Bruzz doing so many plyo push-ups?
Engagement.
Yeah.
Engagement.
My life's about likes, shares, saves. So it's
I'll
just
go
for the
s-
gram.
I'm going to give you my theory because I said this before. So making the joke second time today. The listeners didn't know that. I don't know why I had to fucking incriminate myself.
You know when you got to explain a joke after the fact?
Yeah.
Charlie's
It's too late.
explained it
No, but
before.
look, the boys did laugh when
It's like
I made
every
it.
comedian goes stand up before. Like, oh, look, guys,
Here's the notes.
I've said this show about 100 times before, but
He's,
go again.
The boys did laugh. He's transitioning to all fours walking.
Quadruped.
There is a guy that does that. We need to
Yeah.
get that. Have you who showed
On
me that?
TikTok.
Fucking all fours walking. Walks around the streets in all
He's
fours.
padded his whole house. It's actually quite impressive what he's done. And he like swings around. He's like
What did he do?
he's padded his whole house.
I think he said he painted his whole house quadruped. And I fucking
No.
Roller,
And
fucking on all fours.
in the
his
toes.
foot.
Yeah.
he really getting in the corners. Fucking he padded his whole house, and I think it's like 18 months now. He's walking around on all fours and like handstands and like he jumps like it's not a normal living, but he like lives his life on all fours, and his fucking upper body is so jacked.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy what's happened. And he's like, I've got no injuries, I've got no nothing, but he looks like an animal. And he acts like an animal.
Literally,
I think
But
Big-
he's
big
got a
heart.
pencil neck and a receding hairline, so I don't know.
I don't know. What does he know? What does he know?
Yeah. But yeah, what's going on with the players?
Well, like lower body pliers are a thing, and for good reason. It's the same for upper body. You've got to train lower body, I guess, plyometric capabilities, the ability to absorb force and produce it off of a split second. And it's the same for upper body. You still need plyometric capabilities for upper body. Still the same thing in absorbing ground contact. Like that's a big thing that I wish I did a lot earlier, especially with my history of shoulders. Like if you hit the deck, you got to catch yourself with something, and ideally it's not your face. So the ability to actually absorb force there. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing as lower body, improving plyometric capabilities, rate of force development. It's the same for the upper body. So if you're training it for lower body and you're just going to miss out on the complete upper half, then that doesn't make a lot of sense. So that is why I'm doing the upper
Do you want to
body
also
pliers.
explain what's the journey you've been on with your elbow health?
Oh, yeah.
This might be the last thing. We'll wrap it up after this.
Yeah,
but
easy. Well, I've had golfer's elbow since I was like 20
I've got one other thing I've got to add.
or 21. I went through a phase when I was like not on program. It was first internship. Like I just trained. I was like, oh, I'm going to go through this fucking just everyday weighted pull-ups, wide grip pull-ups, just because they're gangster. Like, looks mad. And I would like max it out daily. And then I had I got golfer's elbow bilaterally. And it's been just there for the last, how long?
6 years.
21? 6 years, yeah, 6 years. And I never saw a physio. I was like, I'll just grind through it. It should be fine. And so it's been there constantly. Always hurts, pulling movements, just any rowing, chin up. But, it's grind season, baby.
All day.
All day, all 6 years, all past 6 years of my life. So I've started training forearms just because it's in my program, and a big part of, I guess, Grant Fowler, my coach's training philosophy is train a lot, train it hard, train end ranges a lot of the time as well, and just positions and contractions, so isometric in this case, more than just the standard, which is your standard isotonic, concentric, and eccentric. So a lot of forearm isometrics, going through like pronation, supination, like specific forearm training and ranges that I've never trained before, and obviously piss week in, and my golfer's elbow's gone. This is obviously not like physio advice or advice to treat pain.
A bit of anecdote.
But a bit of anecdote. And I've only been doing it for like a month. Funny that. Training your forearms directly
Yeah,
will
mad.
help your elbows.
Love that.
Man,
Some of the
I love
rehab
that.
shit I had to do when I came out of the cast, the forearm pumps were like sickening, like literally like ugh, like so fucking severe. It was crazy.
But I don't know, I think there's something to training things on your body. You know what I mean?
Something to it.
Oh, seriously, it's like the whole calf thing. I've got small calves. Like, do you train them? Like,
And our good friend Angus made literally every day he makes a post that like makes you think.
There's
He's
no
like,
one else that makes hot
he's
takes like him.
No one has abs or calves, but everyone doesn't train them or has them as like the dead last exercise of the program. It's like you want to prioritize them, maybe don't do them as the 7th exercise and put no fucking effort into them.
Oh,
Maybe actually
100%.
push them hard.
I gave out the GHD crunch to someone today.
GHD
like
crunch.
The full one. They
Flexion,
wanted
extension,
some,
the works.
They wanted some abs, and like, this is what you're getting.
Who'd you give it to?
You're going to get some spine too.
I won't say.
Oh, no, don't worry about that. I just want to, because I want to go up and ask them tomorrow how they're bloody.
They're not
abs.
training here. They're online. I don't think they would care. I gave it to Mitch House.
Yeah, Matt.
Mitch House. I don't even know if he listens to this. Let me know, Mitch, if you listen to this. But yeah, I was like, I'm going to give him a proper, because that was another Angus Bradley thing that he goes, why is everything trunk related isometric?
Move the spine.
He's like, why the fuck don't we move the spine? So
Rotate, flex, extend.
yeah, that's another one.
Load her up.
Load her up. Load that mother.
The last thing I'm going to say, just Buzz's golfer's elbows
We're on a roll. We're gonna go a couple more questions. Quick ones.
Charlie's not done.
I've actually had a request from a few people now related to a strength culture golf day, and I'm definitely going to set it up when I get back from my little trip, Europe. So I'm going to look for 12 people. If we can get 3 groups of 4 that want to join the strength culture golf day, and we're going to go out, it'll be a scramble. So you're in teams of 2, so 6 teams. And we're looking for scrambles, and we're going to go out there and fucking ravage your course.
I reckon get 11 people that actually play golf. Otherwise, if
No,
the
they're-
three of us
they're-
come, it's going to be a shambles.
No. It's a proper, like, I don't expect you guys to play, not at all. It's,
I'd
it's
love to come, but I'll be-
there
I'll be
are
trash.
people,
No,
even people here that play golf that you wouldn't even know.
I'm playing on Friday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we've so
Spoke too soon.
the guys I go to the footy with, so
Yeah.
my dad and my brother, 2 of them.
Your family.
My family's guys.
Those guys,
So we go with my other mate and his dad as well. So we've been wanting to play golf for ages. Dad's like, public holidays, let's go fucking play golf.
Yeah,
So
Matt. Golf's a mad
playing
sport.
golf.
So if you're
shit.
interested in the strength culture golf day, reach out, because I've already got a list of I think I've got 4 people on this. So
I
I've
probably
already-
will play.
Yeah, I think it'll be an absolute laugh. And we'll put up some prizes and stuff.
Better than
we'll make
Mahindu, so
We'll make a joke.
way
out
better
of it.
than Mahindu.
Oh, actually, those boys will probably end up playing too. Yeah, no, it'll be good. I think it'll be a laugh. So
I'll come and carry your clubs.
if you're interested,
Has Mahindu gotten better? He was, because when we played for Todd's wedding,
he's in that phase where it's a grind. It's a grind. So, yeah, he's getting better, but the inconsistencies of golf make it hard to realize that improvement, because one hole can fuck your whole day if you play on strokes. So,
yeah.
is he getting better? Yes, but it hasn't really shown yet. But, yeah, we're in the weeds of golf now, so don't worry about that. But that's it. Anything else, boys?
Go one more.
You
Go on, give us one more. Give us one
I'm not fucking leaving.
I've got a haircut at 2, so I've got 23 minutes
Go one more.
before I gotta leave.
I'll wrap it up.
well, it would be in-body scanners and tracking body weight for.
Is that it?
That's the.
Yeah, come on, that's surely a better question.
All right, well, I've got to get back into.
Sorry, whoever asked
Just
that.
weigh yourself, take photos, measurements, move on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Now I've got to.
$16 scales. For
Don't
Stan.
stress the scanners.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was good. In-body scanners, probably not worth your while.
Not worth it.
And if you've got scales
like
that
a
say body
DEXA.
fat percentage, don't trust
Don't
them.
listen to it.
Are they talking about DEXA?
Yeah.
That kind of gets. Yeah.
When in doubt, you're 11%.
I've always, that data for me has never meant, like, what does that, like, am I looking better in the mirror? Is my weight going up? My clothes fitting tighter? Man, I'm getting more jacked.
All right, last one. Are you boys poaching any big names of the podcast, i.e., Nick Kyrgios? Have we made any progress on getting?
Donnie, did you ever connect
Nah.
there? Do you have any
He's
connects?
back in Australia.
Maybe. Oh, watch this space. Donnie might have something waiting for us.
Nah, that would be the nah.
The short answer is no.
Nah. Did anyone see the clip of him explaining when he played doubles with Serena Williams once? Did anyone see that clip?
Nah.
All right. Well, I'm not going to do it. I want you guys. This is the homework for the podcast this week. Go and find the clip of Nick Kyrgios explaining the time that he played with Serena Williams.
Get it up now.
And you might have a laugh. It's just the most typical Nick Kyrgios thing ever. Just King Chock doing what King Chock does. But we'll call it there. Sorry, Charles. I haven't got anything better for you. I'm going to have to roll through the Discord. It's not. We weren't prepared for more questions, man. We've done an hour. Thank you for listening. Culture 10 at EliteSupps. If you're interested in coaching,
DM me.
it doesn't just have to be powerlifting, as we discussed today. Reach out to one of the boys or jump through the link in the description of the bio. And if you've made it this far, please share it on social media, Jesus Up, and also 5 stars on Spotify. We're closing in on 400 reviews, which is actually crazy. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next week.
Got your light up.
Join the Discord.
And join the Discord, yeah.
Join the Discord.